Welcome to the More We Know channel. Okay, I want you to imagine stepping into one of the most powerful offices in the country, immediately throwing former prime ministers in jail, resigning in a massive scandal, and then, literally before your local chaya even gets cold, walking right back into power. Sounds like some unhinged, scripted political thriller, right? Well, this wasn't a movie. This was just a casual 60 days at Singha Darbar.
So how exactly do you lose and then miraculously regain the home ministry in less than 2 months? It's the kind of high-speed drama that honestly rivals internet celebrity gossip, but obviously with massive implications for Nepal's governance. The main character of this whole saga, Sudan Gurung. But to really understand his lightning-fast downfall, we've got to take a quick look at his unprecedented rise.
You know, it all really kicked off last September. Nepal was completely shaken by this massive, youth-led Gen Z Andolan and their absolute, undeniable, loudest demand, Sushasan, good governance. Sudan Gurung basically became the poster child for this entire movement. By March 27, 2026, he was officially appointed Home Minister, riding this massive tidal wave of public pressure to deliver actual, immediate results. And he came in swinging. The guy literally had his staff observe a 1-minute silence for the movement's martyrs on day one, and then laid down the law. He stated, and this is a quote, "There will be zero tolerance for corruption. If someone demands a bribe, it will not be tolerated. Absolute zero tolerance for Bhrashtachar." He even demanded a single-window service system so regular citizens wouldn't be endlessly bouncing from room to room just to get things done. He wanted action, and boy, did he take action.
The pacing of what happened next is just wild. Literally days after his appointment, Gurung didn't just sit comfortably at his new desk. No, he pushed for the immediate arrest of former Prime Minister K.P. Sharma Oli and former Home Minister Ramesh Lekhak over protest crackdowns. The police actually asked for court warrants first, but Gurung pushed for immediate action anyway. The arrests actually happened, though, to be fair, the courts did release them 13 days later, but he was moving at warp speed. Then, on April 22nd, the brakes slammed hard. Out of nowhere, he resigned. So why the sudden exit? Well, because of a massive media drop. On one side, he had his super strict anti-corruption mandate, but on the other, explosive allegations dropped about undisclosed investments in micro-insurance companies linked to a pretty controversial businessman, Deepak Bhatta. And making it perfectly tailored for internet outrage, a photo surfaced online showing Bhatta actually being honored as a donor by Gurung's own organization, Hami Nepal. Framing his exit as a true test of his own political morality, Gurung stepped down so a probe could happen. Which brings us to the investigation. What did the government probe actually find? They looked into his physical assets and basically ruled them not unusual. His 19 ropani of land out in Dankuta, plus the family land registered to his father in Chitwan and Gorkha, completely cleared. But, and this is the multi-million rupee catch here, the committee hasn't reached a definitive conclusion on those controversial microinsurance shares for Star and Liberty Micro. The exact issue that forced him out in the first place is, technically speaking, still pending. Yet, despite that financial probe still hanging out there, welcome to June 9th. Less than 2 months after walking out, Gurung walked right back in. Prime Minister Balen Shah had deliberately held on to the Home Ministry portfolio the entire time, essentially keeping the seat perfectly warm for Gurung's return. President Ramchandra Podel administered the oath, swearing him back in alongside the brand-new Technology Minister, Mahabir Poon. So, what is the ultimate takeaway from all this? It leaves us with one massive, lingering question. Is this a genuine victory for swift accountability? I mean, a minister actually stepped down, faced a probe, and returned once his financial assets were cleared. Or, with the financial investigation still totally unresolved, is this just a high-speed Gen Z spin on Nepal's traditional political revolving door? The speed of politics in Singha Darbar is moving faster than ever. Let that 60-day whiplash sink in for a second, and definitely keep your eyes open because this unprecedented story is still unfolding.